Hello, everybody. We're
Hello,
back to Otters or something.
or something.
Um, there are fewer Otters now in this deck. By the way, this is a very preliminary list that I put together. I've played on ladder some, but like, I would not say I'm confident in any of the choices. Um,
hmm
but we are now more monks than Otters. Actually, I guess there are 7 Otters and only 4 monks. But these monks make more of themselves, you see.
hmm
Um, But yeah, so the idea behind this deck is that Core Seal Cutter is an insanely strong card, and Otters is a deck that can double spell quite a lot, including on its opponent's turn. And also, Otters is a deck that can use a bunch of creature tokens with haste a lot. Um, and so, yeah, maybe it's a good fit for the deck. Maybe it like helps solve some matchups like Pixie.
hmm I would
Um,
say I'm pretty hopeful that it solves 60. I'm worried that it makes your deck worse against red.
mhm. I am not actually convinced that it does after playing a little bit. To be fair, I've only played
hmm
on ladder. Um, and I've only faced red like twice and prowess like twice.
hmm
Um, but like Thundertrap Trainer is not that good of a card versus red, is how I'd put it.
I agree.
And like the card you're replacing is mostly Thundertrap Trainer. And also
Well,
maybe some of your
okay.
big removal.
hmm I guess I am less saying that it makes your deck worse against red and more that I'm worried that it doesn't solve the main problem with the deck, which
Mhm.
is red. But
That is
that
potentially
is
a
obvious.
worry, but
hmm
yeah. The other part of this deck, which maybe is a little weird, is that I have decided that one of the strongest parts of this deck now is the card Tarnation Vista. Um, because
This is
notably, Core Seal Cutter makes 2 different colors of permanents, neither of which are your green from Vitality or blue from Talent. So it's very easy to tap your Tarnation Vista for multiple colors for like more than 1 mana, and also very easy to tap it for 3 mana now. Um, or not very easy, but like fairly easy, right? Like,
I would say this is very intriguing to me, and I wish to explore it in some other context.
mhm, yes, this is maybe not the only place you can use Tarnation Vista, but certainly like having a Soul Land is very strong, and so
Yeah.
I'm now playing 3. Uh,
Can we play four? Or do you think that's bad?
I'm a little worried about tap land count at that point. Um,
Okay.
we could try playing 4 though.
Uh, the cut would be a bushwhack for what it's worth, probably.
So currently I'm on 19.7, and you would like to go to 26.
Right. I forgot that you always play a extra land. hmm. That we can just play it as is for now, and then see where we are or something.
Mhm.
I'm also surprised at some other things, such as not four stock up and
Yeah, some of this is like fitting issues of like
yeah.
I kind of want 2 Questing Druid, 2 Trainer for analyze reasons, kind of. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Well, like okay, Questing Druid and Stock Up I think are similar cards. Um,
I agree.
So like, I certainly like cutting a druid for a stock up doesn't matter. It doesn't like do very much. Um, I really want. So I really want like all of the 4 ofs are pretty set in stone. I think, including analyze. And obviously that's part of your mana base, anyways.
Okay,
And
I have
then
a question.
yes,
How good is town in this deck?
it is. I would like to say that one of the most important parts of it is that it is 5 evidence.
That concerns me a little bit about its efficacy in this
Wait,
deck.
I mean, it is still a strong card.
Well, I'm noticing that we only have two like we have six things we can target
Wait,
mostly,
no,
and
no.
trainer like barely can fit.
Excuse me.
Like, okay, we have 6 real things that we can target, and then we can like try a little bit for some
Wait.
other stuff.
Okay, targeting Questing Drew is pretty real. Targeting Songcrafter Mage is also pretty real, I think.
Okay, I can believe that targeting Songcrafter Age is pretty real.
I
Targeting Questing Druid definitely comes up, but it is not like a good like. I don't feel like the game has to go a certain way for you to target it. You know.
okay, let me try to fix me being quieter than you. Uh, sorry, give me a second. Input. Um, okay, does this help? I think this might help. Uh,
Comparison point.
I bumped myself up, to be clear. Hopefully this helps. Okay, is it still bad? Like, should I still be trying to adjust it, or like, is this fine? Because my microphone was just like set to like 80% instead of 100%, and I set it to 100%. Okay, sure.
Alright.
Oh, I'm marginally louder now. Okay.
Okay.
I was also pushing myself to talk a little louder, so I can just talk normally, maybe, and that'll work. Uh, uh, anyways, sorry, we were talking about town.
Yes.
Uh,
Like basically, I feel like one of the things that like maybe a little concerned about Otters is that like after I started playing Pixie, and then I tried to go back to Otters, I started feeling my towns were really weak in comparison.
if that is, I mean, that is definitely true. That town is like weak in comparison here. We could cut a town for like a stock up. Uh, in terms of other slots, like these creature one-ofs, I think the flood color is important to have. The idea behind Scrap Shooter and Drowner is that like Scrap Shooter is good against like it feels like Naturalize is generally pretty good in the format, and like Scrap Shooter, the theory is it might be extra good versus red as a blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I
like
think that Scrap Shooter makes a lot of sense to me. And
yeah, the idea behind Floopy is that Screaming Nemesis. I don't know how much that matters. Songcrafter Mage I think is just great.
mm-hmm. It is interesting to me that we are only playing one of these creatures, one of each of these creatures, but I don't have suggestions on how to fit more of them. So you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like. Certainly, the second flood color would be valuable for comboing. I don't know how valuable the second Songcrafter Mage is. Like,
Basically, like I feel like these. Generally, I feel like tutoring with analyze. At least in the past, I have felt that tutoring with analyze is at least a little bit fake. Not like completely fake, but like a little bit fake. Because like once you get to that kind of spot, like you're not necessarily like looking for things that are not like the Question Druid or Trainer or Vitality or Flickcolor.
well, so the thing is that Songcrafter Mage is better than Questing Druid or Trainer if you have a stock up in your graveyard.
This is true.
And like that's like the reason why like I would like
But
Songcrafter is secretly just a stock up.
like mostly what I'm trying to say is that like I feel like you're going to draw these cards more often than you tutor for them.
I
And
have never tutored for Drowner, but I have tutored for I've definitely tutored for both Flood Color and Songcrafter a lot.
Okay.
One thing I'm worried about for cutting a town is like going down on like removal in quotes.
Yeah, it's like it's not clear to me that if we cut a town, the addition is stock up instead of like removal spell.
How do you feel about
But
Rebel Salvo? Notably, it
we
costs
we
two.
have an equipment. I see. Um, how do you feel about burst lightning?
How do you feel about Heritage Reclamation?
I don't know. We can play anything. I don't really have a
Mhm.
strong opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna play a Rebel Salvo.
Okay.
Just because it's funny and I've never actually cast it in this deck yet, I kind of want to feel it out, you know?
Hmm.
Okay. Does this look good to you?
Not really, but I don't have better suggestions right now.
Uh, Bot Boy, consider the text affinity for equipment. Like, this doesn't mean that it's better than Broadside Barrage, but it means that, like, you know, it has text.
Hmm.
Like, two mana versus looting, you know. Oh, sometimes it also costs one mana.
This is true.
It also costs two mana when you care more about double spelling.
I guess that is also true.
How do you feel about keeping this hand?
I mean, I kind of assume we should keep this hand.
Kind of doesn't go anywhere yet, but like, it could pretty easily go somewhere.
Hmm.
Blue Red Dragon Lightning Bolt. I don't know. We don't really care. Like we're pretty good at dealing 3 damage already.
Are we?
Torch.
Are we good at dealing 3 damage with Torch?
I mean, we're Otters. I think the answer is yes.
I mean, I don't think this is like okay. So like at the beginning when we were playing a bunch of bitter unions and furnaces, we were good at dealing 3 damage with Torch.
Mm-hmm.
Once we cut all of that stuff and like now our bargaiнаbles are like things we care about, like we're not. I don't actually feel like this deck is very good at dealing 3 damage with Torch.
Okay, here's a question. How do you feel about playing Trainer to play around Spell Pierce?
I am kind of down, I guess.
It means we can't scrap shoot next turn.
Yeah.
But also we can theoretically like double spell with Cutter next turn. Off of this Trainer.
Theoretically.
Like there a lot of our hits can let us do that. This is not a new mic for me, so I don't understand what's weird about my setup. I think if the opponent plays a Cutter, I'm like very happy to. Why am I in full control? I feel like I'm very happy to gift a card to kill it. Yeah, and mostly I'm just confused why the sound seems to be different today. Do you want to redeem that Explore? Oh, actually, I have a stack of cards near me, so I could do it.
Sure.
It might not be a stack of magic cards. You find a spectral razor. Would you like to keep it on top or put it in the graveyard? I assume we're cuttering.
I guess so. Not a perfect plan.
I guess maybe it's not perfect because they have a face-up Monstrous Rage.
Yeah. We could destroy the roll token with Sharpshooter, but I don't know if that's a good
Mm-hmm.
play. I think our shock is too unlikely to work anyway, right? Because if they play like one drop into, like if they play like Swift Spirit into like,
It mostly works if they. Okay, it could also work if we block with Trainer. No, not really. It works if they play Slick Shot. Mostly it means they can't play Slick Shot.
I think
Right?
I'm okay with it if they play Six Shot and Rage, right?
What's your plan?
Because um probably like Scrapshoot Torch.
And we're not bargaining, I presume.
Um,
I think we should give them a card.
okay, let's give them a card. They have 6 cards. We can give them a card.
Yeah. And then we burst now, I think.
Yeah.
And wow, our land taps for 3 mana. Fun fact.
Do you think we'll wait? You can flashback Burst Lightning with Kicker, right?
Yes.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, next turn we can we can tap 2 lands and the mountain to play Songcrafter Mage and tap the Songcrafter Mage to 4 damage burst. Are we blocking the Swift Spear?
Good question.
I want to say no.
I agree with no. I think.
Catfish, I agree that we are imposters.
Okay, do you think we should hold up Songcrafter Mage next turn so that we can trigger a cutter on their turn?
How do you feel about holding up? We're a little red mana limited, huh? We like only have 2 red mana. How do you feel about playing Questing Druid under that framework? Like seeking.
Wait, what is the plan?
I want to seek the beasts. Okay. I want to seek the beast. Is that fine?
Okay.
We're out of time.
I don't super understand that play, but sure. Oh, I understand the play now. I see.
And I think I'm just not holding up Torch, but maybe that's wrong.
Okay, we can do that.
I think it's wrong.
Okay.
We have a lot of mana. I think I want to not attack with my 4/4.
Definitely not with the 4/4. I'm a little surprised we are attacking with the 2/2.
We can attack with just the 1/2.
Sure. Probably the comment math is too hard. I do like what is happening with Tarnation Vista. I kind of want to play 4. My justification is that
I think I let this happen.
I agree. I don't feel like we're in a good spot though.
I think we're in a fine spot.
Um,
People are playing
have
Restless
you
Spire?
considered have you considered that they can enact a plan of return? Okay, they're not enacting this plan.
How do you feel about blocking like this?
Okay, so if a rage happens, I
Oh,
guess.
I guess we
Oh,
can
wait,
block
we only
like
have.
this, and then not bargain to kill the otter if a rage happens.
Okay, we can do that.
Seems like a pretty good block for us.
Hmm.
Oh, they're just like killing us. That seems fine. Um,
Um,
how do you feel about? Hmm. How do you feel about Songcrafter burst lightning and then hold up town
uh, sure.
and like attack them for a bunch?
Yeah, that seems nice.
We don't even have to tap our Songcrafter. And I assume on the Swift Spear.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, do you know the Songcrafter bug?
I do know the Songcrafter bug. Do you think it'll come up today? It seems like it
Yes.
might come up a lot.
I will say that thankfully, usually when you're songcrafting, you want to collect evidence on analyze,
Hmm.
but you don't often want a bargain torch.
Hmm.
Oh, we have defeated them in the arena fight, yes. Um, oh, by the way, my theory is that Pick Your Poison is a very strong card against the Red Prowess
Hmm.
because it kills either Slick Shot or Cutter.
I see.
Or you can get Towned if you really care, but
Do you want to explain the Songcrafter bug? Wait, are we not bringing Screaming Nemesis?
I don't know. My so okay, I'm gonna show you what my current thought is. Cutting
Okay.
Drowner because I think they usually don't play Nemesis. Um, cut these two, um, and then it's like bring in like I don't know what else to cut, but like I do like I do vaguely like bringing in the Nemesis and like I could see Heritage Reclamation as well if we
I
really
don't have
care.
suggestions for what.
Hmm?
I agree. I agree. I don't have suggestions for what to cut.
Mm-hmm.
However, I feel like Genre and Nemesis are just like probably good rate against them.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Oh yeah, yeah. If you songcrafter a torch, you have to bargain. If you songcrafter a analyze, you have to collect evidence. Um, and that is a bug. You're not supposed to have to do that. Um, do you want to? Would you like to make other changes to this deck?
Um, I would like to make other changes, but I cannot name them. So no.
Okay, great. We could cut a bushwhack on the draw or something like that, or a real land on the draw.
Hmm. Sure. I don't know. I don't know which land is worst.
I'm gonna cut a pain land.
Hmm. I don't know. I feel like in my head, this matchup seems spooky. But like basically like at the point where our opponent like attacked to get rid of our 4/4 and stuff, like what if they like just didn't do anything and then made their plan activate Storm Chaser talent, return stock up a bunch of times?
Well, we would kill them.
Would we?
I think we were like pretty threatening on board, yeah. Like we could attack for 8 and then attack for like 11.
Maybe.
While like removing their creatures. I would like to keep this.
Sure.
I don't know when I'm playing turn 1. Maybe talent so I can bushwhack something.
I think it has to be talent, right? Because this Vista needs to go in red.
Yeah. Well, we could... Okay. We could, like, put it on red and then, like, trainer or druid. But I think it's better to just play talent.
Yeah. Also, Hydrate has been renamed.
I am hydrating right now. Are they considering not attacking? That'd be wild.
I believe it does not have Fluence Kicker, as evidenced by last game.
Yeah. So it is better to target a burst lightning if you only want to deal 2 damage, rather than a different thing. Nice. That's a nice draw. Same plan? Because we want to like play a Vitality next turn,
Yeah.
right? And I'm gonna attack because they're likely gonna have like a 2/2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And red. It would be nice to draw a 1 mana spell next turn.
Indeed. How do you feel about the trainer? Oh, never mind. Okay.
Oh. I think it's worse. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's complicated.
This could get torched, but I assume they're playing fewer torches than bursts.
Mm-hmm. I could even imagine them playing Shock over Torch, but I don't know. I don't know what people are doing.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of builds of this deck. Like, not all builds are playing these Reckless Impulses, right?
Yeah. I think Rain was championing this build with like 4 Rens Resolve and 4 stock up, which makes a lot of sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's possible Hearth Elemental is better than some of those. I don't know.
Are we blocking?
Good question. Alright, so this is going to be 3... so if we don't block and there's a Rage, it's going to be...
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
14?
So we would go to 1. I think there's a block.
Okay.
I think Rage is bad for us, that we should... Like, bad enough for us that we should assume there isn't a Rage. And that this is just, like...
Okay.
Like, they're gonna, like, shock our 1/1 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, shock us. We go to 5. Fair enough.
Okay. Um. So the flood color doesn't really do anything right now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about playing trainer
It seems like the thing we should do.
and like hold up town
Yeah.
for slick shot?
Okay.
And let's take torch.
Sure.
Vista over untapped land L.
True.
Put this on red still because it can kind of tap for blue.
Sure.
That's a little scary. But we are alive.
Okay. Is there anything tricky we can do to keep all our stuff alive, or not really? Seems hard.
I agree it seems hard to keep our stuff alive. I think that the best block is this and bounce trainer slick shot. It might be better to
Oh,
it might be better to bounce talent slick shot. Or just to kill slick shot.
my thought was I feel like I want to keep an otter. Is that
Oh.
bad?
So like go to 1? Or
It
double
might be
block here?
bad.
Or we can double block here
Oh,
and go to 1.
okay. Do you think that's good? I can't tell.
We're dead to burst lightning anyways.
This is true.
I think
It
it's
might make
probably
things harder in the future because the monks will have trample, but like
well, monks. 2 monks will always have trample.
yes.
I think this is good,
And then
and I
if I
want
get
to do this.
talent, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not obvious that this is better than torching, but
I think the mana matters.
I agree that mana, like intuitively, seems like it could matter. I haven't thought about it hard enough yet, I would say. Okay. We can cast that at instant speed, which might help.
I agree. You want to pass the turn?
Seems like we should pass the turn. Oh, wait, hold on.
I didn't hold on.
There are some problems with casting this at instant speed.
What are the problems?
Monks have prowess.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we should let them. We should let all of this happen.
Yes. It does appear that they have, like, done precisely the things that would allow us to actually
Is there?
make this pyroclasm work out.
Okay, we should let them attack. I guess.
Yeah. Okay, should we like do some stuff in response, or like
I think I'm gonna first talent
why?
because the otter will take 2 damage but grow twice, so it'll just grow in power.
Okay,
And this
fine.
might bait them to spell pierce or something.
True.
Or like if they wanted to burst the flood color, I would rather like
Mhm.
know that, I think.
Well, if they wanted to burst the flood color, we would be dead. So, you know.
No, we wouldn't, right? I don't think we
Well,
would.
if they wanted to torch the flood color, we would be dead. Might not be dead, but certainly if they wanted to burst the flood color,
Oh,
we
sure,
would be
sure.
dead.
Yeah. But burst would kill us.
Now things get possibly pretty weird, depending on what they have.
Yeah. If Pierce kills us, but like I'm suspecting Rage.
Hmm.
But like the ideal would be they had just had upped.
Yeah. How small would a town have to be in order to be insufficiently big for the two of us? Okay, they just had wrestling. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
Question mark?
Sorry. I spilled some water on some cards.
I see.
I was too hydrated. I'll like let it dry or something. Okay. Have we changed any theories?
um. Okay, surely the Screaming Nemesis has to be better than something.
How do you feel about
Isn't the
Stocko?
Screaming Nemesis like a? I don't want to cut a stock up. That seems like a good way to lose to our opponent's stock.
Okay. How do you feel about Songcrafter?
Hmm. It's incoherent, but it's fine.
Peter, your explorer finds a scroll of secrets. Would you like to keep it on top or put it in the graveyard?
What is a scroll of secrets?
One cost hand asset commits for a book. Um, as a fast action, it enters with 3 secrets as uses. As a fast action, you can exhaust it and spend 1 secret to look at the bottom card of any investigator's deck or the encounter deck. Then either discard that card, add it to its owner's hand, place it on the bottom of its deck, or place it on top of the deck.
I
So it's
see.
like a kind of like a weird scry or draw, mostly draw. Let's keep this hand.
Sure. Are we casting a spell on turn 1 or not really?
I think no.
Okay. Also, apparently you have to have it again.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Why do I feel lightheaded? It's probably fine.
Hmm. How's Bushwhackman feeling?
How's what?
Bushwhackman feeling? Like, have you been fighting a lot with it?
Um, I haven't played very much Red, so
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
no. Nice, we're gonna get him.
Wait. How do you feel about?
And
Oh,
Step Druid.
it's not. You miss out on 2 damage,
I agree we miss out on 2 damage. It does
and we
matter.
also. So we miss out on 2 damage, and we miss out on getting this auto in play.
But we gain a mana.
Yeah. Maybe the mana is nice.
I would maybe like it. One problem is that we only have 1 blue. No, that's not a problem when we have like bushwhack. I think I want to do it.
Okay. Hmm.
We can cast all of those next turn.
I agree. We're using analyze probably.
Probably, yeah. Are we bouncing the slick shot?
Hmm. How afraid are we? Okay. How about what if we go vitality, talent, analyze, bushwhack
Or we could just go
instead
vitality,
of?
talent, bushwhack, no analyze.
I agree. Or like I don't know
Or
if like using this
vitality.
in a.
Oh, it should be vitality analyze for island. Talent, bushwhack. If we're doing something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like it.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I don't like using the analyze because we have a bunch of mana already with this talent with this vitality in play. I think if I knew for sure that they weren't that they um had no torches, then I would not want to analyze.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I had to have that.
Okay. I guess the spot is pretty nice. Hmm. It also shows that their hand is probably not that good,
It
but it
appears
does
that they
probably
might have the
complete.
card Monstrous Rage.
I agree.
What I like about Monstrous Rage on their Restless Spire is that they don't get to keep the roll.
Mm-hmm. I will say it kind of weirds me out that deck plays 4 rage. Like
Mm-hmm.
your deck doesn't have that many creatures.
How do you feel about Druid Talent?
I agree we should Druid talent. I'm not sure what we should do after that.
Yeah, we have many options.
Okay, so
We could give up 6 damage to buy something back. We could give up 4 damage to play Vitality.
hmm,
I think we shouldn't play Vitality to hold it as a spell in hand.
sure.
So I think I just want to attack all.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, we could have also like tapped this questing druid to deal 1 more damage by equipping the questing druid.
Oh yes.
Do you think they're gonna kill us? Signs point to no.
Do you think we'll kill them?
Signs point to yes. This seems pretty lethal, right?
I agree. This is like extremely, extremely lethal.
How do you feel about that showing?
Hmm. I don't know. Certainly the blue red deck has some problems.
Okay, while we're loading. I need to charge my computer is the thing. But I'm maybe going to be a little distracted in making to make a little bit of food because I think my body is telling me that I really need food right now. Um, so that's exciting. But I'll be fine, probably. How do you feel about keeping this hand?
Um, well, I don't want the mulligan, considering we have the card Enduring Vitality and the lands to cast it, kind of.
Would you like to song for one on turn two, or not really?
Good question. Okay, given that they played Razor Edge Thicket, no.
It lets us hold up torch, but wait, what is Rage Bridge Thicket? Green white?
I would say it's usually Domain, but apparently it's not. It's green white.
Green white something, who knows?
Wow. I guess we have been punished for.
I agree. Okay, I'm going to make rats.
Okay, let's make rats.
And the plan is that next turn we can kill the Voice of Victory.
Yes.
What do you think the rest of their deck is?
Okay, well, Torch beats that.
Yes.
It doesn't beat Snake Skin though, but. That's play for someone.
It's okay. We can, like, try again next turn.
Can we?
Song Drafter Mage. We even have to bargain.
Well, we would also have to play Wards too.
Oh, that's fair.
I guess we do have a land in our hand. Okay.
How do you feel about just fighting this Melira? Is that aggressive?
I think that's aggressive.
Oh, I guess we can, like, pass with Torch Up. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Common sheltered by Ghost Owl or something.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how to decide here.
Well, they seem like they have creatures at 3 toughness. I don't know what to do about that fact.
Rebel Salvo.
Sure. I think Flight Colors should be good in this kind of matchup.
Cutting Burst.
In general,
I think.
Sure. Well, they probably have Lana Elves, right?
Yeah, but we have 4 Torch already.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
I feel like Flight Colors should be good in any matchup where your opponent can't like kill it for 1 mana or 2 mana or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. What else are we doing?
I don't know. What is the worst card in your deck, do you think?
I don't know.
Is it Drowner? Because like creatures that have 3 toughness?
No.
Or is that too bad?
Maybe it's Drowner because of Voice of Victory?
Oh, okay, fair enough. I guess that card lines up poorly against Voice of Victory in like 5 different ways.
Yeah. Whoa.
How do you feel about this hand?
I would like to mulligan, I think. I think we can draw better ones.
Okay.
That doesn't need to rely on stuff. Also, sorry for the loud oil crackling. If that was heard.
Oh, there might be a Paw Patch recruit deck. That is true.
What would you like to put to the bottom? What is our plan?
Song.
Like this, maybe?
I think this. Yeah.
What are we putting this Vista on?
I assume it has to be red. Chad is asking what's cooking.
Just some dumplings. Do you think the Severance Priest card will be good in Constructed, or do you think it will be just as bad as it is in Limited?
Well, it might be better in older formats. Where
one might claim that it was very good here.
This is true. Okay, well, yeah, fair enough. I feel like this Invasion of Govakan card is like kind of underplayed. I feel like whenever you have 3 power on the board and then you cast Invasion of Govakan, you can just never lose ever.
How do you feel about the claim temporary lockdown?
That is fair.
Well, this is a little slow. We are getting a little bit wrecked on our multiplies.
I agree. Okay, so we take 9, 11, 4. Okay, yeah. What have we learned?
I don't know what we've learned.
Do you think Screaming Nemesis is good?
I don't know. It costs 3 mana. I kinda just want to submit.
Okay.
Sure, let's keep this.
I agree. You can't be mulliganing these kinds of hands. Do you want to cast Questing Druid or not really?
Huh.
Pretty complicated, huh?
Surely we just torch this.
Another option is to play Cutter and then Torch and Quest next turn.
Yeah. Maybe it's too good to do that. Okay, I think you've sold me.
I don't know if I sold myself.
Would you say we've been punished? It's not clear.
I agree it's not clear.
Are we still torching and questing? Or I kind of just maybe want to play Vitality.
I think I like playing a Vitality.
I suspect that they don't like have very good removal for Vitality, and like they have a bunch of Thought Seizes. So,
Mhm.
uh, huh? Is this a block?
I don't want to block, I don't think.
Yeah, it's. I think having blue mana immediately next turn is important.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start on Trainer.
Okay.
Or we could like play Talent and then Torch Quest. That might be just cleaner.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably cleaner.
Oh, I guess maybe we should think about torching the Llanowar Elves. Should we?
Um,
I kind of don't want to because I want to hold it up.
why is holding that up?
Against like if they like I don't know if they like sheltered by ghosts something, right?
do you think they will do that? I feel like they would board out Shelter by
Like
Ghost.
maybe
I
the
don't know
four
what.
four. They could do it on the 4/4.
I feel like Shelter by Ghost is no longer in their deck, but I don't know. I don't know what people do, but surely if I was playing their deck, I would not leave in Shelter by Ghost against our deck.
Okay, I just feel like there's like a higher value to holding this torch, but I don't know.
Okay. Go back on. Hmm.
We could torch now.
I think we should torch now, and I want to target Goran because it has 3 power.
That makes sense.
Do you think we will chump?
I don't know. My guess is no.
Okay, well, in that case, maybe we should target Llanowar.
Targeted what?
Llanowar.
Well,
If
I
we
would.
would.
I think it still makes
But it's
sense.
complicated.
Oh, I guess I could have like quested first to see whether I wanted to chump.
Yeah.
That was probably better. Like I don't know. I don't feel like I'm in that much of a. I feel like I don't know. I just don't feel that scared.
Hmm.
Maybe I should be more scared.
I feel like I recommend that you be more scared, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm too scared.
Okay, do you want to start by casting this?
Oh, are we casting that?
What do you want to do?
Um. Okay, fine. I guess we can cast that. It feels like it seems hard to win the game if our plan is to cast that.
I guess I see what you're saying. Uh,
I think it's fine.
You want to Druid and then cast that?
Oh, sure.
I'm not sure if this is right. I agree our plan has to be just kill them. It seems kind of hard to execute.
I believe in us. Take stock up. Or we can just kill this elf. Maybe it's better to just kill the elf.
Um, does that accomplish anything?
I guess not. Okay, let's take stock up.
So let's attack.
Oh, I guess we could have. No, I wouldn't really want to fight vitality for this. Maybe. Am I casting this?
Um,
I kind of want to not cast it.
do we have one in our grave?
We don't have one in our graveyard, but I think it'll be fine.
Little.
Like I want to play this land next turn.
Okay.
And I feel like the 3/3 blocker is like very relevant right now.
Yeah. It prevents them from like really attacking with voice and then getting a counter on it.
Yeah. So gains death touch until end of turn is one of the ones here. How do you feel about double blocking the voice and blocking a token? Like this and this is my proposed block.
Okay, so they death touch and then kill both of our creatures, and then our claim is that it's fine.
That would be the claim, yes.
They can also keep their voice while doing this.
Yeah, but then their things don't grow.
Yeah.
I think this is the block I want to make.
Okay. I guess there's an argument to be made for keeping the trainer instead of the druid, but that's maybe unhinged.
I think that's a little unhinged. Okay, let's cast stock up. I believe.
I agree. Okay. Wow. Do you think we are punished for not keeping trainer instead of?
Well, that's an interesting question because I'm not even sure I want to take flood color here. I kind of want to.
Okay.
Okay, I want to take Rebel Salvo to kill this Wiltleaf Liege, I think.
Okay.
How do you feel about taking Rebel Salvo and Town?
That seems like what we should do. Unfortunately, this Voice of Victory has text.
I agree. I think I want to kill this, bounce the Tristani. Does that check out to you?
Okay. Our opponent is playing a very fair deck.
I guess that makes a lot of sense that it would be in their deck. Okay.
Okay. Are we starting by questing? Or are we doing something else? I guess we can, like...
I like starting by questing.
Okay, wait. So... What can we do with talent if we want to, like, make a talent turn?
I don't think the talent turn's that good.
Wait,
we only have 3 mana afterwards. I think that's, like, not good enough.
Well, we could bargain the talent to kill the voice and then hold up town.
I think I'd rather quest,
Okay, let's go.
but I'm not entirely sure. Okay.
Okay.
This is too hard. I'm just gonna start
I
taking
agree
game
with this.
actions.
Okay, we can take some game actions.
I'm gonna time out.
Nice. We didn't time out. Pretty impressive.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
we
are not
have
necessarily
one
in a
less
good-
mana than I thought we had.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
How do you feel about the block Quest and Druid on Skirmish Rhino take 5?
Sure.
Not
I
the
don't-
best plan.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of want to double block here. No, I don't. Yeah, I thought we had one more mana. We were running out of time. I definitely would have gotten like. I would have done something different. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, the deck is. You sometimes have to take these turns, and they're very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think part of it is it's also hard to stream this deck sometimes.
Wait, that's 3 mana up, so we could have just died. Okay, well, good to know.
Oh, lol. That's fair.
I thought they had 2 mana up. Do you want to cast this Druid first or not really?
I think I do. Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't say this is a deck of amulets type, honestly.
Did we cut the floopy, right?
Would it help?
We could tap down the Dread Knight by analyzing. I don't know if we would want to do that anyways. This might be just torch bargain target Dread Knight.
Shouldn't we like salvo the Tristani instead, or is
Oh.
that bad?
I guess we can salvo the Tristani instead.
Not obvious that it's better.
I don't know why it keeps playing me in full control. Good game. I guess they have a Rhino in hand.
Fair enough.
Okay. I would say that we lost that game to clock and that maybe we should deliberate less. Because I'm pretty sure there were much better lines that we could have taken with time. Like for example, that turn, like I just thought I had one more mana than I did, so I thought I could hold open town, which would have mattered a lot.
I'm not sure what the best play is there though. Like if there was a play that turn that left us in a good spot though.
Uh, yeah, I mean, like, also, I think killing the voice of victory wasn't that important if I knew I didn't have as much mana as I thought I had.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, let's keep this. Put second torch to the bottom? Question mark.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Could be better to put talent to the bottom, but I assume at some point we'll cast talent. But I don't
Yeah.
know. Hmm. Nice. Um, I kind of still want to
Um.
play Forest Cutter.
Okay. I will say, like the cutter doesn't fit naturally with vitality on the curves.
Yeah, not on the curve, but I think it's like generally fine. Like casting, I think it's fine to delay your vitality also.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
What are we doing?
how do you feel about cast vitality?
Okay. I guess like I'm worried they're a dock of legions to Ash's type, but maybe. I guess the
I,
other alternatives are like a little too
I
bad.
think like the thing is like even a deck of legions to Ash's type like doesn't play like four legions or anything, right?
Well, like, huh?
Do you think they're a deck of the thing that morphs to unmorphs to exile something's type? Anyways, I think this is the correct play.
Okay.
Yeah, gatekeeper or something. It doesn't help that I am currently a little spacey from. I don't know. Apparently, I don't have enough food in my in my existence or something.
It's the name is Unyielding Gatekeeper, and I believe that is what is occurring. Do you think we will lose to this occurring? Like they're gonna flip this Overlord?
Well,
Like what are
does
we
it
doing about this?
immediately? Does the Overlord immediately come back, or
Okay, that's a good question. I don't know.
uh,
Um.
it returns tapped? Okay. In
I
that case,
see.
I'm going to torch this. I think, or maybe I'll
Okay.
play the talent first. I think.
Okay.
So that they can't like choose XL or Steel Cut or something. I think we will not lose to this. Or at least if we lose, it's not going to be to this.
Mm-hmm.
Notably, we have a lot of damage coming in.
This is like 13.
14. 14 actually, yeah.
Okay, nice.
This cutter card is silly sometimes.
Indeed. Okay, well,
Uh, enchantment removal? Question mark.
sure.
Presumably, we don't care about burst lightning.
Well, it's complicated.
Do you think this is a flood caller kind of matchup?
Good question.
I think I'm going to pull out some cards I think are kind of mediocre.
Sharpshooter does kill the Overlord.
I agree.
I think Sharpshooter seems good to me.
Okay. How do you feel about this kind of cut? How do you feel about
How do you
another
feel?
flood caller?
I like the idea of another foot color, but I don't know what card is better than.
I'll
I
cut
also
Rebel
like the idea of
Salvo.
a third song, but
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Rebel Salvo.
okay.
I think Naturalizes will be our removal.
Okay.
Let's keep this.
Sure.
Do you think we will cycle this Paw Patch formation?
Um.
I think we're not supposed to analyze that, right?
Huh. I think I would have analyzed, but now that it doesn't deal one damage, it's probably worth it to hold it.
I think my estimation of this game state is that I would like this analyze to be a spell at some point. Fair enough.
Okay, I guess Get Lost probably rewards you for holding this analyze.
That is true.
Combat pressure. Fair enough.
Do you want to just kill that? I kind of just want to kill that.
You cannot kill that.
Oh, that is a true statement. Do you want to kill it
If you
with
kill
this
this
way?
guy,
That's a little worse of killing it.
yeah,
Okay, let's just untap, maybe.
yeah.
And stock up?
Yeah.
Maybe we can kill it after they spend a thing to do a thing. Flood color talent? Question mark?
Huh. I guess.
And then we can I think I want to attack? I'm not sure though.
Should we should. Why would we not attack?
Because I can trade?
It's just
Like
they're not gonna trade.
probably not. Okay.
Do you think that contains the card Salvation Engine? Surely not.
That would be very funny. We're 4 away. Maybe we should have cycled. Ooh, how do you feel about explore and so that I guess it's pretty hard to hit something. So many options.
I agree.
I kind of want to Thunder Trap. Maybe.
Because I guess we could cast Talent instead of attacking.
I think I don't want to expose Flood Color right now, and I don't care about scrap shooting.
Okay.
And then
our plan is to quest.
Yeah. I'll take Torch, I think.
I agree.
Just want to find vitality, right?
Mm-hmm. As usual with the stack.
Yes. Classic Loran kill a map.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How do you feel about trading? Okay, let's
take a look and
let's quest first to see.
Yeah.
I don't hate trading.
Okay. I think it's definitely I want to trade the trainer. I'm not sure about the otter.
I agree. Especially since it puts more evidence in.
Okay, I think I like trading.
I think I don't want to trade with
So
the otter.
okay,
I think I want to like play out this questing druid to like try to
yeah, that makes sense to me.
or wait, maybe okay, how do you feel about this? I would like to play Storm Chaser's talent with the plan to end step uh Flood Caller Torch bargain away the talent, get to 8, and then analyze for like try to go off next turn.
What if they hold their removal?
Then we can like Paw Patch and or Town.
Okay, fair enough. I think we should attack, by the way, but
Well, the idea is I want more otters. Like I want 3 otters in play for
well, basically they just cannot block in that situation ever.
fair enough. Okay. So
Okay,
it seems they have
well,
held up removal. Um,
do you think we should do anything?
I want a Paw Patch formation
Okay,
just to like build evidence.
do you think we should eat a food, or do you think bargaining is better?
I would like to eat the food.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Now we can go get Vitality, play Vitality, hold up Torch for it.
Sure.
And what I don't know if it matters what we play this on.
I agree.
Okay, it seems we have one.
I agree. We have one. The plan of trying to stop your combination with like a lot of interaction cells is generally not a plan that works against others.
Yeah. You need to like have pressure
Yeah.
plus like a small amount of interaction, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap in such a way that makes this one more mana. I don't think it really matters.
This is probably negative mana on the turn, right?
What?
Really?
Well,
Like,
so this way is better if your opponent is like holding up interaction or something. Like, let's say your opponent has a shock. This theoretically lets you uh, like you know, have more mana up after you flood color,
that is true.
but it doesn't really matter. No. This is more clicks, because we have one fewer rat. How would you say the
Hmm.
vibes are so far?
I don't know. I feel like I remain an Otter skeptic.
What would you say your skepticisms are?
A lot of the like, it still feels like in order to defeat like, I don't know. I feel like they have not solved this new build might solve the Pixie matchup, I guess, because like, I guess like okay, so
Hmm.
in
Arena might
general, my
be.
problem.
Arena might not be loading. Oh, I'm gonna restart it. Sorry. Go on.
Like the reason I stopped being an Otters fan at some point was that I started realizing that like in a large quantity of the matchups, you had to like draw enduring vitality to win.
Mhm.
Like naturally draw enduring vitality in like the first in the like the top uh 10 cards or whatever. Um,
What if
like
I told you that there are definitely several games where I was like, I draw a 6 card hand and bottom the Enduring Vitality because Corey
that
Steel
seems
Cutter is too
wild to
strong.
me. Yeah, like
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 I think I've definitely had a game on ladder where I drew an opening hand with 2 Corey Steel Cutters and an Enduring Vitality, and like I didn't have 2 green. So I was like, I would
yeah.
rather bottom this Enduring Vitality and like keep this like Corey Steel like this blue red prowess plan than try to draw a second green.
Yeah, so like to finish my thought, like I think like Core still definitely increases the number of matchups in which like you don't need to draw Enduring Vitality very early to in order to like produce a powerful thing. But it still seems to me that against the red matchups, you have to draw Enduring Vitality.
Mhm.
Is my concern.
Yeah, it definitely needs more testing.
Mm-hmm. Also, can you share your Discord?
Oh, right, yes, yes. I always forget that it automatically goes back on stream, but not to Discord. I think I kind of suspect that our opponent might not be here. Um,
Hmm.
I kind of suspect that our match got lost by Arena, and I restarted in order to fix this, and the opponent maybe didn't.
I see.
One awkward thing I found with Bushwhack is that it is it is hard for it to like if you play if you play Cutter on 2, right, and you didn't play a talent on 1, you can't like fight with Bushwhack on 3 very easily.
Yeah. Well, like you can cast another spell and then cast Pushback and fight.
That's true. But, like you couldn't cast like a second Corey, for example.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I suspect our opponent isn't here.
Mm-hmm. I will say, I try to build the literally like at one point I was cutting like I was down to one trainer, and at that point I was considering Sagu Wildling,
Mhm.
which like I don't know. I feel like the spell half might be nice, but I'm not sure if it's nicer than other spell halves. I don't know.
I think it was not that nice. Oh, our
Yeah.
opponent's here. Nice.
Nice. Okay, do you want to quest?
Oh, I think no, because I think that like being able to go bushwhack end step quest is like good enough. You
Okay, fair
know?
enough.
I'm gonna get another blue. I think.
Okay. Our opponent is Jeskai Control. Is that what they are?
Probably. Like the thing about questing is it's like somewhat inconsistent. Like I think questing on turn 2 is somewhat inconsistent, and like I like that this guarantees that we get the cutter trigger.
Fair enough.
I think we might be getting a land next turn. Oh, I guess we can't.
Alright. Oh. That's awkward.
Do you think we're going to play a 3-2 next turn?
Assuming they are Jeskai Control, which it seems like they are, that seems like what I want to do.
All our bushwhacks. How do you feel about bushwhack from hand play Songcrafter?
And we get
We get to we trade a card for the 2/2 haste.
is that even good?
I don't know.
What if I claim that it's not good?
I could believe you. Oh, whoops. I accidentally pressed spacebar. What is our plan?
I guess they've just shown us that they don't have, Normalize, but I'm still not sure I want to cast this Vitality. Like, I feel like I want to sit a little bit. Like, how do you feel about, like, cast Bushwhack, cast Quest, and Druid Pass?
Okay. Well, we definitely should have cast those pre-combat. Well, we missed 2 damage, but that's fine.
That's fine.
And I assume we're getting. I assume we're getting green.
Yeah.
And then, like, if a wrath happens, we can just like bounce our 2 things, which is nice.
Yeah. Clearly it's playing around split up or something.
Clearly.
Playing around split up is so hard to think about. Wow, they have split up.
Do you want to bounce our 2 things anyways?
Um,
It's kind of a divination.
okay, we can do it.
Divination, remove a 3/2 from play. They're playing.
They have it still. I see. Okay, well.
Do you want to kill that? Or do we not care?
I feel like I might not care.
Okay, I think I want to hit my land drop with this.
Definitely.
Do you think now is the time to cast Vitality?
I I'm just worried they're gonna exile it.
I think it's fine.
Okay. Okay, I feel like this is worse than casting Scout Shooter or something.
I don't know. I like that
But
this like demands that they need to answer this vitality, and I just feel like they don't have very many good ways of doing that.
okay,
And like
that might be true. I don't actually know what's in the deck.
apparently that's in their deck. I would like to scrap shooter that, yes. I guess they could have torch. Yeah, but they didn't like have a good thing to like bargain, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot to save it. It's okay. We'll just pretend that they made the good play. um.
um.
Okay, I want to go. I kind of want to go Druid, Vitality, Bounce, Druid, and their token.
Sure.
Maybe we should bounce Vitality and their token to not get got by Sunfall.
When do they have Cast and Fall? I guess they've seen 2 cards.
They've seen 2 cards, yeah.
I think that's a little aggressive.
Okay. I guess also, like, I feel like we could easily beat a Sunfall.
Yeah. And, like, if they don't have Sunfall, like, we are, like, kind of attacking the life shuttle pretty quick. So having that C3 in play is probably going to, probably could matter.
Yeah. Okay, they do play Torch, it seems. Which makes sense.
Okay.
I want to start by questing, maybe?
I agree.
Okay, and then let's cast this.
Mm-hmm.
Take that. Are they dead? I think they probably are.
So, yeah.
I guess. It's exactly enough. Because the trainer gets haste.
This is probably deterministic with this Stonecrusher,
right? This is deterministic, yes. Not deterministic infinite, deterministic enough.
Yeah.
What is this? Why are these prompts moving? Anyways. So what you can do here is do this a little bit. Also, lol. Yeah. And one neat thing is that you can Songcrafter out this song.
Oh, you can even tap a large rat. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can tap a large flood caller.
Yeah.
For example. Also here I could have gone Songcrafter Town Songcrafter song.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat. I assume we want these. I guess we can maybe want Heritage Reclamation. for Corey reasons or
Sure.
like this reasons. I feel like it has enough targets. We don't
How do
want
you feel about
burst or salvo or floopy.
how do you feel about Dreaming Nemesis?
Well, that seems like a bad card against split up, mostly.
Okay, fine. How do you feel about Paw Patch Formation?
Depends on what their deck looks like. I don't know what their deck looks like. Uh, yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. Do you think one Paw Patch is better than Third Torch?
I think one Rebel Salvo is better than Third Torch because, like, I feel like their deck is fairly likely to include cards like Elspeth, maybe.
Oh. Okay, that sounds plausible. I guess I haven't actually seen Elspeth in any of these Jeskai lists, which is a little weird to me. But I guess it might not be that good against, like, for example, Prowess.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what's in their deck. Let's keep this go. Get red, Cutter, Cutter talent.
Sure.
Oh, I guess maybe we should play Lockdown. Oh, what? They're playing talent?
Makes sense, right? Like, they have talent. They have Cutter in their deck.
Sure. I guess that means I guess they're probably already definitely not playing Lockdown.
Yeah. The idea with Rebel Salvo is that our deck contains equipment. It maybe should be Rod Barrage anyway, or maybe it should be, like, a different card. But
The nice thing about this start is that if they cast
okay, hold on.
Wrath, what? Wait, what?
I guess I was thinking about if we should do something about these attacks involving thinking about split up, but I guess probably not.
No, because if they cast a Wrath, then we will attack them for a lot again. Like, I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
Split Up is not actually a good card versus Cutter.
Yeah.
Like, I think the correct thing to do against Split Up is to attack with all of your Cutter tokens, generally. You know?
Yeah. How do you feel about Auroral Procession? I understand there's a loop. I don't think the loop is, like, that relevant, but, like,
I'm not a fan of Procession, I think. I don't know.
okay.
It's like, isn't it like 2 mana is a lot of mana, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep this. It has both of our good cards.
Sure. Mm-hmm. I like that our deck has twice as many good cards in it.
I do like having twice as many good cards.
Do you want to song for 2?
What are we discarding? Wait, like
do you think
surely
they're
it's better. Surely it's better to go analyze song for 2, right? Sorry, analyze song for 1, then song for 2.
Oh, I guess so. Well, technically not. No, because then we could have the analyze later.
Sure. How do
Okay,
you feel?
I want to discard Burst Lightning, I think.
Do you want to discard Burst Lightning and just cast Vitality because they don't play ways to exile it?
Okay, did this change anything?
I think I just want to
I
cast Vitality.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
Also, like, they don't have a talent or a nightmare, right? Like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy to have them just, like, breaker this Vitality rather than have us discard a card. I think.
Well, like, Hmm. Okay, do you think they have town?
That's my suspicion. I would like to cast Bushwhack
Okay.
for an island.
And then I assume we want a song from Max.
I agree. That tends to be very good against Pixie. And like, if they bounce Vitality, that's fine.
Is there a plan to like attack and then quest on unstep?
I suspect that we're not going to be able to do that. But that was my plan, yes.
Fair enough.
Actually, it might be bad to attack for 2 less because, like, they can, if they just bounce our Vitality before end step, then we don't get to quest anyways. Overall, I think it doesn't matter too much. Okay. Want to go? I want to cast Vitality first.
Definitely, yeah.
And then
So they're not gonna main deck them or laser or whatever.
yeah. Let's quest.
I guess so.
We have like 3 mana. That's a lot of mana. Like I kind of assumed this Vitality is getting bounced, but okay. We haven't played a land yet. Let's like play this Vitality.
And then I guess this attack is probably good.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I think this is a spot where like trading resources is pretty decent for us. Because we have more resources than they do. Ah, yes, Momentum Breaker. Would you say that your momentum feels broken?
Okay, so are we bothering with casting this druid first?
I kind of just want to train her for 6
Okay.
and not cast the druid first.
I don't have intuition for this stuff anymore. It's been a while.
I just feel like if we just like keep making resources, there's no way they can keep up at this point.
Yeah.
Like this is the point at which we are like, ramping every turn and we also have like 15 mana.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a town, I think, over this second stock up.
How do you feel about taking a fight spell?
Oh yeah, that's probably better. I guess we can't actually cast that. Okay, I'm going to fight first.
Sure.
Probably this one?
Yeah. And probably we should target... Okay, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, probably should target the Thunder Trap. Seems
then
fine.
I wish to attack.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Okay, I wish to attack, yeah. Let's just, like, kill them.
I agree. How do you feel about leaving one back? No, they're probably going to trade.
Yeah. Like, we don't get to cast our spells, but we'll live.
I think will live is a mild way to put that.
I guess they could like main deck lockdown and get us.
I'm not sure if I would feel gotten. Like it would be fine, but then like I don't know, we would simply go questing Druid stock up, Anyways, let's lead on stock up.
Wait, let's lead on song, right? Or do you want to just kill them?
I want to kill them.
Okay, fine. Okay, song also kills them, right? Like it. Okay,
Fair
fine.
enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, I suspect that the most damage is to cast Song for 0, anyways. or it doesn't matter how much we're casting Song for because we're just tapping the rats. So I guess we could cast the Song first, but.
Well, I think I was gonna combo them, but
Well, yeah, the way you do that is by casting stock up and then finding Flood Collar, and then it doesn't matter whether you cast Song for how much, you know. Anyways, Song is good versus them. I don't know actually if Flood Collar is good versus them.
Yeah, historically, Fight Caller is bad against them. I don't know how much. I don't know. My decision in the Corey Steel does not change this.
Mm-hmm. But we still want 1, I think.
Yeah, certainly you want 1.
I kind of want to cut like Burst Lightning, Rebel Salvo.
Okay, have you considered that the deck now contains some Pearl Curin and Spiteful Hux Mage, and therefore Burst Lightning is better?
Oh, yeah, I did not consider that.
Similarly, Pyroclasm is better.
Okay, we can play a Pyroclasm. Okay, Floopy is definitely bad, right?
I think against this version, yeah.
How do you feel about the Naturalizes?
I don't think that's what I want.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Burst Lightning is actively good against them, but I don't know what to cut.
Yeah, I think it might be a place of, like, I don't know, we have Torch. We don't need, like, a billion of those effects. I'm going to cut a land on the draw.
Okay.
I'm going to cut, like, a Bushwhack on the draw.
I feel like it should definitely be a real land on the against Pixie, but
My reasoning is that you want to mulligan less against Pixie, so I want fewer hands where I can't keep because this happens.
much to consider.
Let's keep this. Put 1 analyze to the bottom. Push mark.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like against this like aggro version, 2 damage removal is actively good against them because like they don't have that many prices anymore, and then like it just kills all this stuff. And it's also important to kill all this stuff.
They don't have that many what's anymore?
3 toughness creatures.
Ah. Wait, are they like no longer playing Fear? I'm gonna start
They're
Trainer.
down to like they cut some fears.
Trainer?
Like that. Okay, I guess so. Well, it could be analyze. Name red. Okay, it's probably
Analyze
bad.
name red.
It's probably bad. I think I agree with Kenny. Like the joke the joke with these aggro builds is that like you can return the token of when you return the token of Spiteful Hex Mage you draw a card.
Yeah. Discard 1 of our land searchers? Question mark.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
we even cast
Interesting.
analyze?
Okay, what do you want to do?
I would like to torch the Pixie, I think. I'm curious if we should cast analyze.
What punishes us for I guess we can just draw a bunch of lands. Okay, we can hold the analyze. It could go wrong though. Like, if we want to spend 4 mana on turn 4.
Well, I suspect that we're going to discard the analyze anyways. Maybe.
I mean, that's certainly a thing that could happen, but it's also a thing that might not happen. You know?
Yeah. Okay, I've been convinced to cast the analyze. I think.
Then we're getting island.
Yeah. And we might discard the island. It would seem as though we are discarding the island. Do we care about end stepping this?
To put around salt pierce or normalize or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we can't even cast a red spell if we find it. I was thinking, like, if we find a red spell, we could kill Kieran, but...
The cost is mostly information about which might affect what they do on their turn. But
they have one card. I think it's unlikely to affect that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea whether these versions play Spell Pierce. Looks like they do play Fear. Maybe.
Yeah,
or not.
Well, they still play Fear, but they don't play full for Fear.
Interesting.
I would like to cast myself from exile.
And just discard it. Oh, I guess we can just get back the stock up, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about attacking next turn?
Why wouldn't we? Like, presumably there's no haste.
No, like trading the 2/2 cost Druid for the 2/1 Kieran, but obviously that didn't occur.
I mean, I wanted to cast stock up.
Well, like, I was assuming that our hand would not contain the stock at that point.
Right. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Well, let's cast stock up.
I agree.
We could have technically left Sanctum untapped. How do you feel about Mountain Questing Druid? I want a card advantage spell that I can cast like right now. More than a second stock up, I think.
Another option is Spell.
I think I want access to 5 mana.
Okay. I can believe it.
And then I'll attack with the Otter, I think.
Okay.
I think now information matters.
Yeah.
Especially since, like, it's information about how big this questing druid is.
Mm-hmm. So, Arena tells will tell them this, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Or not.
Or not. In response to land after combat, I assume it's because it doesn't matter, and they can't like reasonably do something about it.
Okay.
Um,
So we can go like town bounce. I think I would rather keep the druid in play to like kill them.
hmm. I don't
Do
know
you
if I
not
agree with
want
that
to?
one.
Uh, hmm.
I guess
Oh wait, actually wait. We're doing 7 damage this turn. Okay, I guess we don't need to keep the druid in play.
Okay, hold on. Um,
We're always casting this.
wait, should we filter our? Okay, I think I agree with leaving the druid in play. We can just like buy back. We can just use talent next turn.
Yeah, yeah. But technically, we should filter. It doesn't matter given cards in hand, but theoretically, it represents more.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
that's fine.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, we missed 2 damage, but I don't
Kind of a
think
lot of.
that.
It's kind of a lot of damage, but we'll probably get there anyways.
I agree it's kind of a lot of damage, but it's also, I believe, the difference between they're dead and they're dead. So,
Yeah.
you know. Like, notably, we can get back removal spell.
Yeah. Nice.
Shoutouts to Questing Druid. Gotta be one of my
Indeed.
favorite druids.
What are some of your other favorite druids?
Uh, uh, was the 2 mana 1/1 that like milled and returned to land from like one of the D&D sets? Was that a druid? Circle of the
Wait.
Land druid. Yeah, it was a druid.
I forgot that was actually in the set. That was from Alchemy Baldur's Gate. Is that true?
Yeah. Alchemy Horizons Baldur's Gate. They changed it to be a 2/1 instead of a 1/1 at some point. um, I'm gonna put Force to the bottom.
Sure.
Whoop, that's not
Wait,
Force.
we're on the play.
Yeah, we're on the play.
Okay.
I think certainly depending on the matchup, I might do different things, but I think in the blind, Force to the bottom seems probably fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe I should have
Wait,
cast
are we
this.
not? Yeah, I thought that was the point of putting force to the bottom. Okay.
Don't worry about it. Let's take Cutter.
Who wants to take stock of? I guess we have a druid. Okay, we can take Cutter.
Probably punished for keeping this in hand. We're not punished if we draw a land, but okay. Well,
Would you say we have to draw a land? Okay, are we questing this turn?
I think I want to.
Okay. No, is this like the new enchantment plus caretaker? Okay. What is going on?
Who knows? It could be anything.
Huh. Huh.
How do you feel about cutter talent and don't care about the other talent? Like, it literally does
Cutter.
give us it gives us the same thing except hasty and without the talent in play, if you think about it.
Yeah. Okay, how about cutter analyze talent?
Oh, sure, we can do that.
Wait, maybe it should be analyze cutter talent because then we can get.
No, then we
mounted.
don't get the monk.
Oh, right. Yes.
So it's very important that we play cutter first.
It does make our mana situation a little awkward, but it'll probably be fine.
I agree, it's probably fine.
Hermit Druid is a nice druid.
Would you call druid class a druid? Wow, we've gotten Pit of Offerings.
Do you think a druid class is is more of a druid?
Anyways, let's play cutter.
Yeah.
And then, how do you feel about playing druid?
I like druid. Wait, what is this deck? I don't know what this deck is. I obviously something is going on, but I don't know what's going on.
Well, I think we're about to find out a little bit about what's going on.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's this deck. I understand.
Well, I don't know what I don't understand. I don't know what this deck is. Oh, I see. It's Quint. I see. Okay. Okay, so this is actually just standard Quint. That's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool. Do we die?
I believe so.
I don't actually know. Like, they only have 4 scroll sets, right?
Well, I believe we died to. There were 7 6s.
Okay, that is fair.
But so their deck folds to naturalize, right?
This is true. Or like, well, they can hit a thing that does something.
Well, like no, like at some point they're going to like the point is that maybe they might put like a bunch of stuff into play, but at some point they will definitely like target their thing with scroll shift, right?
Yeah.
So we should definitely play naturalizes. Well, let's max combo. They have like no interaction, right? I guess they have discard to deal 3. Ghost Vacuum doesn't do anything. Oh, we can play Pick Your Poison because we can flash it in with Flood Caller.
Do you think that's better than deal 2 damage to target opponent?
We should probably play deal 2 damage to target opponent.
Well, we could also play flash 2/1.
we can also play 3/3 haste.
Yeah, Screaming Nemesis might be good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess the sharks do something.
Oh, that is true. Wait, how much loyalty does Quintorius start with? Isn't it like 5?
It's
Or
4, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so technically you could like deal 5 damage to it. That seems pretty bad.
You can also just deal 2 damage to it.
That is true.
And then it doesn't exist on the battlefield. That's not that relevant. Certainly not as relevant as versus like actual Quint. I think the Quints don't matter that much.
I think these are probably the best 60 cards to have.
I think that the pick your poison might be better than something, but I'm not sure.
Mhm. Do you think this is our last match?
It can be. Let's keep this.
Sure. It's not the fastest hand, but it does have vitality.
Yeah. It also has some interaction that does work against them.
Hmm.
I don't. Do you think we're cycling this? We could cycle this.
We could cycle it.
Kind of want to with 2 towns.
Okay. Yeah.
It like makes a food that we can bounce also.
Do you think we'll proactively use a town?
Like to bounce storm chasers?
Yeah.
Maybe. We could bounce storm chasers and a morph even maybe.
Hmm.
Want to do that? I think I want to do that.
Wait.
Because
I maybe want to cast a. The morph has ward too, so it's not that good. I kind of want to cast a 4/4.
sure.
Like, doesn't that seem better than like alternatives?
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you think a 4/4 is going to be better than a 3/3 haste in this game, or not really?
I guess maybe not. So they're going to turn this into a land.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that fizzles that, right? Okay, should we like still target it?
I don't think we should still target it. I think I want to get
Okay.
back Paw Patch.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot it had that text. Lol. Well, the land matters for like they ramp to 6 and then cast their 7/6, right?
Yeah.
That's like why I wanted to bounce the land at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I believe that we have gotten them to some extent.
To some extent.
We have cast Time Walk, specifically. Let's quest.
Wait.
What?
Okay, I guess that's fine. We have another one.
Another what?
Town. I was thinking, I was wondering if we were supposed to like activate talent, but I guess it's probably gonna be.
Oh no, I wanted to go faster than that, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set up combo. Maybe.
Okay.
Which is to go.
Oh.
Town.
Wait, do we need to hold this up?
We have a Paw Patch.
If they hit Quint, then they can skull ship the Carnosaur.
Okay, fair enough.
Which might not matter, but like.
I think we can. Okay, I think what we can do is we can analyze, get a land. We just need to hold up 2 mana and like.
We want to make a bunch of mana this turn.
Yeah. I mean, we could also just put lethal in play. Are we gonna attack for them for like what?
Sure.
Like,
So we
this
just
attack
attack
for like
them for everything right now? Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. And then like it'll be fine, or something.
Okay. them, them putting stock up in the grave. Oh, ooh, we can now just bounce this Quint with stuff on the stack,
Oh, I guess so.
and that ends their loop.
Technically, they could have like stacked stuff to play around this in a different way, but like I assume we would have beaten them anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Because when they minus the Quint, we can just like
Yeah, because the Quint
discord.
has to hit a scroll shift. It can't hit anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they should theoretically be at like 2 more life is the difference.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't save them. Okay, well, I mean, I guess this deck is cool, but I don't know if it's good.
I agree.
Well, I wish we had a 4th town. Do you think we should play a 3/3 haste instead of this?
I think so.
Anything else?
I mean, maybe we could play a second 3/3 haste, but I don't know if it's actually good.
It's too bad that this only deals 5 damage, not 6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we can keep this.
I agree.
I don't think we can keep this.
I agree.
Okay.
So
we analyze for blue. Then we cast. I think I want to put.
I agree with Cutter to the bottom. I don't know what the other bottom is.
Floodcaller?
Could be Gorge. It's a little risky, but no.
I think it's this.
Okay.
Like if we, one of the reasonings for that is if we draw a land, sometimes when we draw a land, we're saving the analyze for as like a flood color anyways, right? I think talent.
Okay, so next turn they're at 3 mana.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right.
And then we can go vitality, talent. I think that's better than Cutter talent.
I'm wondering if it was more mana. Probably not, right? Seems hard.
Oh, maybe it was. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let's go Cutter stock up.
Are you sure? Okay, I guess stocking up twice can never do anything this turn.
No, I don't think so.
But we can stock up into like land trainer. I guess we already have a trainer in play, so that sounds pretty unlikely. Okay, we can go Cutter stock up.
Okay. We have not hit anything useful.
It appears we have died.
Well, they don't always kill you immediately.
That is true. I guess we can set up for.
Yeah, let's set up. So.
Oh, we can also take this burst lightning and hope it does something.
Oh yeah, like we could kill a Quint with it.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't think attacking with this can matter.
Really?
I think it might be bad for us to trade it.
Huh.
Because the mana might matter for us next turn, right?
Oh. Okay, fine.
And like most of the ways we're killing them are infinites.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
I guess that can also be a way that it matters. Yeah, it does appear that we might be dead. Okay, well, the fact that does that help that they've already hit 2 skull shifts?
It helps, yes, because it makes it more likely that they're Quint whiffs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, well.
It's even more likely that they're Quint whiffs.
However.
And I think we should kill this Quint.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, the problem is that they can still put. Yeah, we should definitely. Yeah.
Like they put a bunch of stuff in play, but we can beat that theoretically.
Theoretically.
Right? They have no way to haste damage. Like their only damage is Quint.
Yeah. Well, if they hit Sonic Cushion tons off the top of our.
Yeah, and I think now this Quint whiffs, right? Because they don't have any more scroll shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
we have some chance of killing them here, also.
Okay. Well.
I think we should take stock up land. Maybe, or wait. Okay, we need to think about our mana. We maybe should take stock up questing druid.
Wait, shouldn't we take questing druid land?
Well, so one thing we can do is we can now we can analyze for flood color, play flood color, and then have 1 mana left.
Yeah.
Or 2 mana with the land.
Yeah. No, like we have Don't we have 1 minute with the land?
No, because we make a monk.
Oh, I understand. Okay, we can take stock up. We can take stock up.
Yeah.
I forgot that we make a monk.
Okay, I'm gonna start clicking.
Yeah.
This is technically still risky.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
it seems we have whiffed.
Dang. Maybe we should have taken like.
Oh wait! I know what
Bushwhack?
we. Yeah, we should have taken bushwhack. I think.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
maybe we
well-
should have taken land bushwhack also.
Okay. Let's cast Druid probably, right?
I think we should maybe attack this quint.
What does it do? Oh.
No, I guess it doesn't do anything.
Wait, does Carnosaur attack have trample?
Cutter gives something
No,
trample,
right?
yeah. What?
No, does Carnosaur have trample?
It does.
Maybe we should have had more toughness in play by
Fair
not
enough.
casting Crossing Druids, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Hard to say.
I mean, Question View is -2 toughness.
Yeah. So now it's very unlikely that we don't die, right? Because the thing to hit like.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh okay, yeah. What
the
we should
only
have
cards
done
that
is
don't-
I think we should have equipped Cutter to an Otter and attacked Quint so that they have to either trade with Carnosaur or let Quint die.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds right.
I think this is another game where I would have won with not on stream with more time. You know? If they had a Quint here, we're good? Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing 0 towns, though, unfortunate. Should I concede?
Well, we're not dead, right? Are we?
We're dead.
Are we?
We're going to go to 8 right now.
Oh.
And they've bounced this.
Um.
And then they also have
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I believe we're dead. Do you want to play one more?
I think we should probably stop here.
Okay. Well, what have we learned? What I've learned is that streaming this deck right now is hard because like I haven't figured out all the matchups. You know, like it's a new standard. It's a new Otters deck. So so some of the lines are more unclear. I think at the end there, if we had after we put the Flood Caller in play, we have 1 mana, and then we can cast. Yeah, so I think what we should have done is we should have taken land plus stock up, because if we take land plus stock up, we get to we have 1 mana left, right? We play land, we equip Cutter to Flood Caller. and then we cast talent with the like flood color mana now. Um, and then bushwhack is superior to land. Sure, land bushwhack. But that lets us like equip 2 flood color and then like cast talent untap 3 things now, cast stock up. But bushwhack is better than land. It's better than land unless you care about the shuffling thinning your stuff, but I think the extra mana is better. Like, but bushwhack is a land that costs -1 mana. So I believe that we like had lethal there if we played it correctly, or like had, or not lethal, but wait, was it lethal? It may have been lethal because we could get something back.
Wait. But we had enough mana to get something back?
Well, okay, so specifically so we analyze flood caller. After the position after analyze flood caller is that we have the 2 stock up cards in our hand, and we have a monk with Quarry Steel on it in play, right? So if the 2 stock up cards are bushwhack and stock up, then or even I think it might be better to be bushwhack and druid depending on exactly how much mana we have. But like the thing that you can do is you can go tap the monk for mana, bushwhack, get land. Now you have 2 mana, right? Because you have 2 otters. Play land, and then tap 2 mana to equip the Quarry Steel to flood color.
Yeah.
And then now you have still 2 mana. So you still have 2 mana because the flood color now has haste. And then you can cast your talent, which gives you +2 mana, so you're at 4 mana. Okay, yeah. So if you took, I think there was another 1 mana spell too. Maybe that's wrong. But let's say we took. If we took Questing Druid, then you can, from 4 mana, you get to tap your 3 otters, quest
I see.
to 5 mana, and then you can get back something and play a 1 mana spell, which can be a bushwhack. And that might be lethal.
But,
and if it's not lethal, if it's not lethal, it definitely kills Quint, which means that we're not dead next turn. Because once they put Quint into play, because they have no more scroll shifts into their deck, they like can only deal 2 damage. They like stop there, so they can't even deal more damage. So yeah, I think that was the correct line.
Yeah. But the silly thing about otters is that like very occasionally you have these like combo turns that like you actually have to think about, but they don't like actually affect your win rate. Like I don't think like doing these turns correctly is like actually affect your win rate much, but it does feel really bad when you like mess them up sometimes.
I think it affects your win rate. Especially, I think with Cutter especially, there's some like unintuitive lines that you can do, because like there are both lines that you might miss it. Like I think remembering that like your second spell gives you a monk with haste, which is a mana, is important, and remembering that you can equip the Cutter is also important. Mountain, Bushwhack, Stock Up, Druid, Nemesis. Okay, then I think if we take Bushwhack, Druid, then I think we would have won.
Would you? I think I would just take Bushwhack, Stock Up and try to win, like win instead of like. If that wasn't like.
I'm pretty sure that there's nothing they can do.
Oh.
Right, like again, like when all 4 of their scroll shifts are out, their Quint minus can't hit anything, so Quint is a dead end, and the only way for them to and like none of their cards. They can
chain. They can chain Atalis, and if they hit the right cards, like for example, they can chain Atalis, and if they hit Song of Totentons, then they kill us.
Oh, sure, that's fair.
So I think it would be better to just go for that full kill.
Yeah. To be fair, also I think it's possible that we could have. I think it's possible that we could have like fair killed them. I didn't count the damage, right? Because
I also did not count the damage.
we would have 3 things attacking. One of them gets blocked, right? And I'm not sure exactly how many spells we were casting.
Are we playing in Minneapolis?
Is that the first one or the second one? I'm playing one of them and not the other.
That is the first one, I think.
I'm playing the one that's in like a few weeks from now. If that's Minneapolis.
My current plan is also to play Minneapolis. So yeah, that is my current plan. Do you have anything else to say about this deck?
I don't know. I mean, I still enjoy it. I think that Cutter is a very powerful addition to the deck.
I agree.
Would you say that you're interested in it after today?
I would say I'm definitely interested. I like the match where we like defeated Pixie like trivially.
Yeah.
Partially with the help of Corey Steel Cutter.
Yes. I do like that match too. I also liked the matches where I think I would say that I liked that we only lost to like time pressure from streaming.
But okay, I would not say that Taper Magic does not contain time pressure. Is how I describe that situation.
Fair enough. I think that time pressure is certainly like an issue with this deck and something that you should like keep in mind. I think that like I'm not worried about having this time pressure in paper personally because and so like that makes me that doesn't detract from my
like my problem with time pressure in paper is not that like not like going to time and drawing, although like that is a factor, but like it's more that like on this kind of turn where you have to think about everything, you can't just like in chess you would take like a 30-minute tank on that kind of turn, and in order to make sure you calculated all the options correctly. And you can't do that in Paper Magic, and that makes me like struggle through those terms. I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a very reasonable thing. Personally, I feel like I have played Otters enough, and I like have good enough like memory of playing Otters that I think I can like figure out these spots if I'm not like also like. It's trying to stream and the arena rope is pressuring me. But I mean, it's certainly something to keep in mind. And something it just means that you have to like do a lot more practice beforehand to make sure that like in these spots you like have good ways to arrive at the answer quickly, right? Like for example, when we're looking at the stock up, I like wasn't really doing the counting because like various like being on stream factors, like talking to you and looking at chat and stuff like that. But yeah, certainly in paper, you should have good ways to know exactly how to find lethals and like the efficient ways to do that, not just like constructing from first principles every single time, right?
My other concern, I guess, like my concern remains that like I like that. I think the Corey Steel Cutter helps in most of the matchups, but I'm not sure it helps against Red, which was like the main problem matchup.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't face very much red. Oh, as an update, I don't like cutting a town.
Okay.
I think that I often wanted to draw the card Town.
Mhm.
Like I understand that it is a worse card here than in Pixie. That doesn't mean, but I don't think that it is the worst card in the deck. The fourth copy, you know.
Hmm. Have you considered the game where like we had to cycle our pawn transformation and we had 2 towns in our hand and we had to get very lucky to draw Stormchaser's talent? Otherwise, our towns would be really bad.
Have you considered that we won the game because of the 2 towns?
Okay, that is true, but like,
Like we used both towns, and they were both
but,
good,
like,
right?
we were also playing against a deck that folded to town, so you know.
Yeah, no, but my point, well, like, I agree that that deck uniquely we wanted to draw every single town possible, but also I would like to point out that I think this is true of like many decks where like town is just a fucked up card, right? Like that it has some fucked up properties in how it constrains the format by being good against certain cards, right? And I would like
Okay,
to
but like,
point out that like this deck is like currently as built, this deck lacks some amount of interaction for like this deck has interaction for small things, but like interaction for large things, I think we're relying on town, and like I don't feel comfortable cutting down on that, you know?
hmm. Well, I I'm not sure the solution to that problem is playing the fourth town. I guess I agree
Uh,
that that is a consideration.
Also, we bounced Questing Druid a bunch today. You said that bouncing Questing Druid was fake. I don't think it's fake.
Hmm. It's not fake if you have enduring vitality in play. That's which is
Wait, there was a game versus Pixie where we never saw Vitality and we bounced Questing Druid once and then considered doing it again. I'm pretty
okay.
sure.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Much to consider, much to tune. To answer Zealad's question in chat of are you winning Minneapolis? Yes, both of us are winning Minneapolis at the same time.
Hmm. If they reprint Goldspin Dragon in time for this tournament, I will win Minneapolis.
What if they don't do that?
Much to consider.
I think you'll still win Minneapolis.
Hmm.
Anyways, shall we find someone to raid?
Sure.
Do you have a suggestion?
Up to you.
Great. I'll take the default suggestion, which is that System Magic is live right now. So let's go
Sure.
raid them. Be sure to ask their opinion about otters, and especially otters on ladders. Also, you should check out our YouTube, which has various of our VODs. I should go upload the Team Draft VOD, where we savagely beat System Magic in a very close 5-4. Uh, uh, but yeah. Do we have a plan for tomorrow? Question mark.
I don't know. We'll
Sounds
figure it
good.
out.
Okay. Well, thank you all for watching. Bye.